She couldn't have gone far. Guards searched the palace for the rogue maid. Right after you spoke to her, Maria disappeared. Your Majesty, a deep voice says. You turn around to see the commander of defense. He is a tired-looking man with dark, messy hair and remnants of a beard. He's dressed in all battle outfit, as all knights wear during war or such to do enhance their quirk, with a capture weapon around his neck. You struggle to remember his name. Commander Aizawa? Shoto holds back a laugh from beside you. You look at him quizzically. Just call me Aizawa, Your Highness, he says, his voice void of emotion. You're grateful he doesn't laugh, at least. You both should probably hide, Aizawa says, gesturing to the guard beside him. Izuku here will take you to a safer spot. Who knows where that traitor could be hiding, or how dangerous she could be. The general walks past, leaving you and Shoto at the guard. Izuku? I hardly recognize you under that mask, you say, greeting the old friend. I thought you didn't have a... well... Izuku stutters loudly, interrupting you. Can we talk about that later? He says. His quirk-enhancing outfit is green, with black, shredded-looking boots and other cognominies. You are not sure why he has one, since quirkless guards, not that there are many of them, usually go overseas to help trade in other kingdoms. But it seems like he doesn't want to talk about it. Now, he says, I'd better take you somewhere safe. Don't worry, Izuku says, pushing you and Shoto in a dark room. You'll both be safe here, Your Highnesses. He closes the door, completely encasing the room in darkness. What room even is this? You ask Shoto, feeling a small escapement. I think he said it was an old storage room, Shoto says quietly. Why are you whispering? You whispered. And why is it so dark? Suddenly, pain rips through you, surging like fire and pouring through your body. You fall to the ground, clenching your head, and call out for Shoto, remembering the doctor's words. And just when the pain is at its worst, it disappears completely, instead leaving you a pounding heart and Shoto wrapped around you. Are you okay? He whispers, his head on your shoulder. Now I am, you whisper back, dangerously aware of his position. He must have thrown you in his lap during the event, his arms wrapped under your arms, the head on your shoulder. He's sitting with his legs in a looser vision of crisscross applesauce, and your legs are draped over his. Your hands are rested on his back, face erupting in red. Thankfully it's dark, and he probably can't tell. We need some light, Shoto says, holding up a hand. Flames curl around his arm, circling in his hand and resting there. The small flames illuminate his face, and this close his eyes seem like they're glowing. Wow, you whisper in awe. I've never seen someone so in control, like it's a part of you. He sighs, a result of my childhood. Oh, sorry. You sit in silence, holding each other, until the series of thump sounds outside. Shouts come closer. Shoto quickly puts out his flame, blanketing you both in darkness once again. You get close to the prince as you can, heart pounding partly from his chest pressed against yours, partly from fear. A scream. A man, probably a guard, screams, his voice pitching higher and higher in fear. It stops abruptly, and you find yourself wishing it wasn't. The absence of the sound scared you more than the screaming. Are they hurt? Dead? You find yourself shaking, your hands quivering at the slightest the silence outside the hidden room. Is it Maria, or whoever she is, hasn't found you or Shoto yet? Surely the traitor would have planned better, just in case chaos with no problem. A sudden thought strikes you, making your heart pound faster, if even possible. Where's Hitoka? Is she okay? Is she even a part of this? Surely there must be the blackmail of sorts some involved. Hitoka wouldn't. But then, you never expected Maria either. But she's clearly the culprit, or at least one of them. Your mind is racing, trying to calculate every possible outcome. Where's the king? The guards always protect the king first. He's probably okay. But what if he isn't? In his delusional state, he'll probably be easily captured, even killed. That's why they poisoned him. They must be after the king. Shoto, you whisper frantically. The king. Your father? They're after your father. He's fine, Shoto says, sounding not so sure. Commander Aizawa was heading that way, remember? Right, but shh. Shoto puts a hand over your mouth, and you can feel the warmth from the flame that used to reside there. Voices outside. The only voices you've heard ever since Izuku, besides the screaming. 2 women. One you recognize as Maria. Toka, come here! The second person. Toka doesn't say anything. Look at him, Maria says. Isn't he just so cute? Silence. I got this one earlier, Maria says. He looks even better all blooded up, don't you think? I'm sorry, but I'm not a complete wacko who believes bloody guys are sexy. A voice says. A voice you recognize. A voice you could have cried and make snarky remarks. Hitoka. So she's a part of all this whole time. You thought you're sad, but you feel betrayed. You clenched your fist against Shoto, rage flowing through your veins like lava, wanting to fight, to do something. You can feel your quirk flow to the brim, and for a second, you even consider letting go. After everything, after you helped Hitoka, and all of the palace staff was so nice to her, but they hadn't. She was going to the dungeon. Even after what happened before, you were still going to imprison her. Even after she suffered at the hands of the guards the first time. It's your fault. If only you could have done something. Your anger melts away, and the betrayal settles in. And you cry in the arms of your fiancé, who holds you tighter at the sound of your sobs.